And we are jamming. Howdy. Well, I'm just social distancing myself from the forest a bit today. I figured best not to more walk when trying to keep your distance, and be smart about everything and sensible. So just figured I'd ease off the anxiety a bit by chatting with you guys, saying hi to everyone and seeing how everyone's going. If you want to drop in, say hi, feel free to do so. I'll just be walking in the afternoon forest. Spider tree forest. Here's someone, it's Angelo. Howdy, Angelo. How you doing? How you feeling? And it's Lolly. Oh no, it's Locke. How you doing, Locke? And it's Bobby. And it's Fluffy. And Lyric. Howdy, everyone. And Kathleen and Sumaya and Fozzie. And Alama. Is it Alama? Alana. Excuse me. Hi, I'm 12:15 past. Yeah, it probably is quite late where you are. Pardon this, let me know what you think of this new camera, by the way. I changed my phone recently because my other one broke. So if you think this new camera is better or worse, I'd be curious to know. Thanks. I think it's a higher quality picture overall. You better say my name. A mechanical pencil. I'm going to bring my own pencil to voting. Oh, this is a nice forest view. The only thing I will say is the camera it's got a bit of a flare problem, so I'm not sure about that. Hi, Strider. I've never made it to one of your streams before. Love your videos. Well, thank you, Spring Cat. I really appreciate you checking them out. Greetings from London, says IdFC. What's it like over in London right now? Hey Strider, I just realized I've been subbed to you 4 years since Best Nicktoons. Wow, thank you for sticking with me so long, Locke. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been an interesting ride, hasn't it? Howdy, Strider. I am off school today because school sent the tier 10 students home. Yeah, in America, most of the schools are off. Here in Australia, our schools are still in because they don't consider, and there's a lot of contention about it from other people for the Prime Minister deciding that. It is, I think, helping the economy stay in check a little bit. I mean, things are falling apart. I can even tell that by my ad revenue. But, we're all doing the best we can. Are you watching Clone Wars Season 7? I haven't watched much of Clone Wars past a few episodes when I was doing Best Casting Network. Sweet Onion, Nacho, Germany. Hey Josh, how are you doing? And that's from Some Ting. I'm doing all right, thanks. I was just working on the Censored Band Simpsons episodes today for a little side project video, and just getting that done. And I thought afterwards, I'm trying to avoid the mall, but I thought I could at least come to the forest to social distance and still exercise. Have you ever seen the Banana Splits movie? Can't say I have, sorry. Lane or Marks? I don't know who that is, Fully Baked. Have you watched Fillmore? I can't say I have, sorry. Geez, I'm terrible today. Sorry, guys. I guess it's what happens when you review SpongeBob for a living. You become very unfamiliar with a lot of popular culture. Strider, good morning from Finland. Well, good morning to you too from Australia, Ultra Levy. Yeah, this camera is weird. It kind of gets like a little bit of everything. It's kind of wide angle. Anyway, thoughts on the coronavirus? Well, I guess that's why I'm out here, is because I'm trying to just exercise in the forest now. Oh, thank you, some guy in a hoodie. I appreciate that. Thank you. And it's from Ben Fulton. Yeah, just social distancing a bit because of the coronavirus. Just be safe. Wash your hands regularly. Try and avoid contact with large crowds of people. Like, I asked one of my friends if they could just kind of avoid the shopping center today because it'd have lots of panic buying people on payday. So just avoiding Thursday night, and I'll get her it instead later on when it's quieter. No, but I'm taking it as seriously as possible, and because I don't want anyone I care about to get sick. Certainly not because of me. I'm feeling fine myself, but still being cautious. Least favorite generation of the Pokemon anime. I'm gonna say Pokemon Sun and Moon. They were awful, just terrible. Like, I watched the anime and I was just so appalled. I could not watch more than 3 episodes because the the voice acting was atrocious, and I was like, you've done how many? Then I watched Kanto afterwards, and I was like, Ash and Misty and Brock had some freaking personality at least, you know? He made mistakes, he botched up. I mean, his first 3 episodes was just like this continual line of failures. Even his Pikachu wouldn't listen to him, and that was actually relatable. Anyway, best Transformers design. I haven't watched enough to make a good judgment of that, Angelo. I wish you and Mr. Ent would collab more often. Yeah, just socially distancing myself from a lot of people now. Just had a, interesting encounter the other night too. Anyway, you live and learn, you know. I mean, I've met some good and bad people, and just people I don't get along with, you know, and just you just try and be the best person you can, and just say, well, that's their life. I've got mine. I got mine with you guys, and I love it. I'm only familiar with the first season of the Pokemon franchise. Yeah, most people, that's what we grew up with, particularly if you're in the 90s. Yeah, but personally, I'll go this one. I think I saw a turn-off point back there. What do you honestly think of the animated film, The Brave Little Toaster? I haven't watched it. I did watch it, but I don't remember much of it. It certainly wasn't as scary as everyone said, you know. Everyone's always talking about that big clown, but I never found it that bad. Favorite genre of movies? Oh, that's from Diamond. Oh, what do I think about Dragon Ball GT? Genre of movies, I'm going to say probably comedy? Maybe science? No, not science fiction. I don't know. I love the Batman Begins movie. That's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Strider, what are your thoughts on Dragon Ball GT? I've never seen it. It says The Dark Knight 06. That was what I started my channel on, doing the no, I was just doing a Dragon Ball GT review, and that was what I started the channel on. And I actually really like it. It's one of my favorite animes, actually, which is not many people agree with, but I enlisted that years ago. Doolittle is awful. Yeah, I never saw that, but they wasted a lot of money, though. I'm going to figure half the money just went to getting Robert Downey Jr., because they spent like $40 million on him to get him just to be in the Avengers. He has a big markup. Would you review the Nicktoon crossover games? I've been thinking of doing worst and best Nickelodeon games. Right now I'm working on worst and best Simpsons games. I'm going to have Real Jim's starring in it, because I didn't end up doing Simpsons, so I was like, oh, I want to have him in something. He's such a cool guy. Like, so yeah, you see Real Jim's drop into Potato into that one, and I should have that out relatively soon. Hey Phantom, what are your thoughts on the original Spider-Man trilogy starring Tobey Maguire? I really liked it. I think Movie Bob made a good point of the original Spider-Man films in saying that Tobey Maguire is very, very geeky, awkward, and nerdy. And I don't know if it was intentional, but he acts just like a socially awkward. Like, I can picture myself as Tobey Maguire much more than like the millennial Spider-Man we got after that, who's just like perfect in everything. He's like some little genius. And like, yeah, that's really relatable to people. The 1% of people who actually are that gifted. No mental health issues either, no major mental health issues, which is so common with deeply intelligent people, let alone creative people. God, I mean, look at me. Not that I'm calling myself just creative. Am I even creative? I don't know. I do top 10 lists. I don't know if you'd call that creative. Anyway, enough about me. What is your favorite kids show that turned into a horror franchise? I cannot even think of one that ever turned into a horror franchise. Lazy Town didn't. Blue's Clues didn't turn into a horror film. What do you think of Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Oh, I remember that one. I think it was actually pretty good. You know, the dub was okay. I like the fact that it had Knuckles and Sonic and everyone in it. You know, I was actually I was just thinking about that last night, actually. Funny that. I don't know what brought that on, but yeah. Other friends, Banana Splits movie. Favorite Lego game, Strider. Hello, coming from Hawaii. Oh, Hawaii at 9:24 p.m. I wonder what it's like over down there at the moment. Yeah, it's about 6 p.m. here in Australia. My favorite Lego game. Oh, what would that be? I feel like this is another list I'd love to do, actually, because I want to go through the Lego games, because I'm gonna say Disney Infinity, if you count that as a Lego game, because that's all kind of done in Lego style, because they had really good gameplay mechanics on Disney Infinity 3, and basically, you know, Star Wars campaign. Coming from the UK, it's 7 a.m. Oh, it's quite early for you, Rainbow 2.0. Let's see. Have you ever seen the movie Get Out? I'm actually really bad with horrors, so like I have a very vivid imagination, so I don't watch many horrors. What's a favorite animated movie coming out? DreamWorks has got one coming out, which I'm curious of the design on. Geez, what is with the lens flare on that? I'm gonna have to fiddle with my camera. Sorry about that, guys. Howdy, what do you think will be next? Next on the channel, Pizza Plane, will be the 6 censored slash banned Simpsons episodes, and after that, probably worst and best Simpsons games. I may take a break after censored Simpsons episodes, but I want to keep some content coming to you guys because, I don't know, it's a rough time for everyone. It's a really rough time. Some of you are indoors, you know, and having to spend more time isolated. Even I'm partially out here because I'm just trying to keep my distance from crowds of people. Not that I'm around crowds of people that often anyway, but you know what I mean. So it's a rough time, so I'm just trying to keep something out just to keep adding to the library a bit and have something interesting for you guys. If you're interested, I don't know. And I think the Simpsons one will be fun, and Real Gems is always a breath of fresh air to me, so I'm excited about that. How hot is it where you are right now, says Michael? It's actually cooling down. It's only about 24 degrees Celsius. You're connecting. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I think it disconnected there. How do you feel about apple and onion? Well, apples are my favorite fruit, and bananas. Onions I use to chop up every night into my chow mein and stir fry, but I don't have stir fry anymore. So that's what I think of apple and onion. They don't actually make me cry anymore. I don't know why. Have you seen on... Oh no, I think I'm disconnecting. Can you guys let me know if there's like a lag or something? I don't know why I'd get a bad connection here, because now my 4G is fine. Is your connection good, or you while live streaming at some place in the forest? Well, yeah, I think that might be it. Bad reception or something. If it does come unbearable, just let me know. Hello, Strider. Oh, hello to you too. F Meister. And Tomet. Mast, singer, updates, news, station, beeping noises. The mouse was Dion. I do not know what you're talking about. Oh, hey, spatial awareness. Sorry you're lagging. Thoughts on the Cats movie? What are your thoughts on Plants vs. Zombie 3? Is there a Plants vs. Zombie 3 coming out? I did hear a rumor of that. I love the Plants vs. Zombie series, so I'm really looking forward to that. Hey, this is my first time commenting on here, Strider. Such a lovely day over yonder. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? I haven't showed you guys enough of the forest lately, but look at that beautiful afternoon sunset. I figured while there's still some light, I'd come out with you guys and just say hi and hang out a bit. Plants vs. Zombie 3 came out. Oh, is it out already? You know, I'm going to look tonight. I wonder if it's on Steam. Wouldn't it be great if they put it on Steam? They probably won't, but oh, it's probably, you know what it's probably on? It's probably on bloody mobile iOS, so I'll probably have to, it's probably done by EA. I'll probably have to get like a iOS emulator or something, but I would still try that. Oh, thank you, that one weird person. I really appreciate that, but you keep your money. You put it towards, you know, having a nice day. Thank you very much for that donation, though. You keep your money in the future, you know. I really appreciate that, though. Thank you. Put it towards my monthly charity. How are you doing? That's from Super Mario Pax. I'm doing okay, thanks. Just enjoying the afternoon sun. I did about an hour of running. I only did about 10, 11 Ks today because I was just trying to keep myself fit since I couldn't get to the gym. Thought this is a nice place to go. Use money to buy toilet paper. Oh, okay. I'll put it towards a charity, but yeah. Anyway, is there a toilet paper shortage over there? There sure is, Michelle. They've limited it down to 1 pack per person, and even my frozen vegetables, I can only get 2 packs now, and I eat like 1.5 kilos of vegetables per night, so frustrating for me. 4:30 a.m. and life is fun, says Pokage. I'm glad to hear that, Pokage. Do you have a toy collection? No, I've got a little plush monkey on my couch, but and I've got my little toy Sonic, my plush Sonic from when I was 5, 7. But apart from that, I don't keep many. I used to have an anime collection too. Don't catch Corona, Strider. Well, thank you, Jeebus. I'm avoiding it as best I can by isolating myself out here, but you know, I'm still. Did we see a snake or something? No. Thanks to thoughts on Beanie Babies. You mean little bean bags? They were fine. They were a real big thing in the 90s, you know. If you went to someone whose place who had a bean bag, you knew you were in for a good time, or at least a comfortable time. And yes, I did steal that from Penn Jillette, but I love that joke. That was a shame. They cancelled my the Penn and Teller show I was going to twice. I got tickets, front row tickets. I was so looking forward to seeing Penn and Teller. They're like my heroes from when I was a teenager. Anyway, enough about that. What do you think of the Black Friday version of Toy Story, and the different version had Disney approved of it? Super Disney fan, I actually did a full list on the deleted scene, the darkest Disney deleted scenes. Actually having a resurgence right now for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel bad because, like, I know my channel's having a resurgence, but like, I know you guys are struggling. Whoa, did I just get a really big donation? Why does it say 213? There must be some mistake. Jesus, holy shoot. Fluffy Doggo ASMR donates a lot of money and says, what are your thoughts on Star vs. the Forces of Evil finale? Fluffy, I am so sorry, but I didn't tune in for much of the last of it, but I'll tell you what I did think the rest of it. I found the series actually got a bit more boring for me as I got to around the Marco going to Muni, because particularly around the area once Toffee died, because like I feel like Star kind of changed personality to me. She went from, like, particularly when she's going into like her ballroom with her she's kind of lost that free spirit and has become very much a kind of wrapped up very first world problems kind of young lady, and I don't know, there was just such a free-spirited nature to her when she was in on the Earth world, and I kind of lost that a bit and got drawn to the romance between Star and Marco, which I'm fine with, but just get together already, you know. And so yeah, I didn't really care that much about the lore, so I felt like the interaction Star had and with the world and the characters in the world were actually really colorful. So I certainly preferred it. It was one of my favorite modern cartoons back in season 1 and 2. So yeah, and thank you very much. I'm actually going to make a bigger donation this month, because that's really generous, and I want to put your money towards a good cause. Thank you very much. What's your favorite band? Sleep Forever. Don't sleep. Not quite yet. Let's see, Marina and the Diamonds I'm quite fond of, and Sarah Bareilles I think is a class act. She has just some of the most beautiful music. Yeah, they're the two big ones. I mean, they're the ones I find, I think those are lovely ladies, and I was like, oh yes, I do like them and I like their music. You're cool. I'm definitely not cool, but thank you, Peter. Peter, I'll just call you Peter. Thank you. How was your day, Strider? From Gavin Hill. It was okay. It was mostly just working inside on my next top list. A lot of help from my team, which has been really great. Just finishing off the conclusion. Hopefully should have that out in a couple of days. And as you can see in the afternoon, I'm just walking by this beautiful sunset and enjoying the afternoon with you. Can you hear some of the forest there? It's crickets. Oh, there comes a runner. Hi Josh, I'm Jeff. I think this is my catchphrase now. Those coronavirus rates you've shared on social media were very helpful. That's okay, Mac and Bro, and a reminder that the chances of the mortality rate is very low on this. If you're under 80, chances are you are going to be fine. But to protect the people that are more vulnerable and have a low immune system, and to avoid too many, like all our hospital beds being taken, that's why we're trying to do it, because we want everyone to be safe for the more vulnerable. And in case we get sick and we need a bed, you know, they'll be taken with coronaviruses. Aaron Carroll, that doctor I talked about, did a really good chat on it. So yeah, just that's the main reasoning right now while we're all trying to distance myself. And you guys probably know this stuff. You've probably heard it over and over again, but just trying to protect the more vulnerable while we just try to get some control of the situation. Just do the best we can, you know? Anyway, have you ever thought of doing full-on reviews like Nostalgia Critic, or you find it with the lists also don't get bit? I'll be very careful. Thank you, Sarah. I'll keep an eye out for snakes. I just don't feel I'm talented enough to do a intelligent review. I look at other channels, particularly cartoon channels, and you know, someone like I don't know, Rebel Taxi could probably do a much smarter, more in-depth review. And I mean, we look at kind of different aspects. I look more at the emotion of how the shows make me feel and stuff. But I think he'd do much more better in-depth reviews. I just don't feel I hold a candle to those people. I feel my skills sort of just doing basic summaries and that sort of thing. What's that? Little birdie. This is my favorite part of the forest. This is a spider tree. They're very popular in this part of Australia. They're actually worth quite a lot of money. Anyway, your videos help me through a lot. This is from Who Knows Anymore. A lot of my hallucinations and are just entertaining in general. So thank you. That means a whole lot to me, Who Knows Anymore. Thank you so much. It's an honor that I could, you know, be of assistance to you with something so difficult. I can't imagine what it's like having hallucinations, you know. Good on you, and thank you for saying that. You know, I'm wishing you the absolute best. You have a nice voice. Oh, thank you, Peter Griffin fan. You know, I was a Peter Griffin fan for the first 3 seasons, I think. I mostly liked him better when he was working at the toy shop, actually, I think. I agree with you on Blue Sky. Peanuts movie is my favorite Blue Sky movie. You know, it's nice, Cameron B. I was actually kind of on the money with that one. I think most people kind of agreed with me on that one, that Peanuts was the most classy, best movie they did, and definitely had the most emotion. Try to pronounce my name. All right. Pierce Ruchel. Pierce Ruchel. Hello from Czech Republic. Ooh, Russia. It's Judy from your last stream. What is the worst cartoon in your opinion, Strider? Probably Ren and Stimpy Adult Party cartoon, but there are worse animated movies out there. I thought the Slim Shady Show was pretty abysmal. Maybe that's among the worst. Have you had a snake in your house before? That's from Marcus Steele. I haven't had a snake in my house, but I've seen plenty around here. A lot of brownies sneak by, a few carpet snakes. Have had an ultra, you know, where a snake was blocking the way and kind of had to edge around it. And it sucked because it was on the 55th kilometer of the 56 Ks just before we got out of the forest. It stunk. I was just like, I don't want to stop moving my legs. Anyway. Oh. It's from Shodlek, and he says, how you been? Haven't seen you since the mall stream. I've been okay, thanks, Shodleech. I mostly do these in the forest now, and just socially isolating a bit to, you know, catch up with everyone, and just, this is where I go now for my exercise, to the forest. But, you know, this is kind of where I'm, one of the places I'm most comfortable anyway, you know. I feel, you know, very at peace out here, so this is where I like to be. Do you like Nine Inch Nails? I never really grew up with the Nine Inch Nails Sleep Forever. That was just, I was about 10 years too young for that, so kind of missed the rock boat. Minions or rabbits? I'm gonna go with definitely rabbits, Marth XD. I was a bit hard on them in the video game movies, but honestly, they're way more fun than the Minions to me. Rabbits, they actually make me laugh. I can see the rabbits and they make me laugh, and I like some of the games they're in, as they're very kind of high intensity arcade action. I'm running out of questions. That's okay, Slane Dale. You don't need to say too much if you just feel like walking. Yeah, I'll be here. Let's see, thoughts on Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go from Pierce. I talk about it so much, and you know, I was even talking to someone the other day who was just like, he's the guy who was just doing Teen Titans Go thumbnails, and I was like, really? I did it 3 times, so all I'm known for by, I think, the outside community is Teen Titans Go, so I don't have that much of an opinion on it, you know. Teen Titans wasn't perfect, I like it better. Teen Titans Go obviously has an audience, you know, and you know, we're not the primary audience anyway, we're on the internet, we're not always paying customers. Let's see. What are your thoughts on 4Kids Entertainment? The dubs, the voice actors, the music? I used to be really hard on them, Mark and Bro, but I think looking back, they actually did, some very charming dubs, even if they were silly. And you got why, it's in their name, 4Kids, you get why they're trying to keep it 4Kids to avoid ratings issues and all the issues Africa saw, not Africa, I should say Kenya. It started with Kenya. Anyway, snakes, no ropes or danger. Noodles, this is the holy mackerel. Well, no snakes here. Normally there's a few joeys out here actually, but yeah, so far it's been pretty quiet today. I heard a rustling before and I missed a snake, which is good, but most of the time, most snakes except the black yellow-bellied, I think it's a black yellow-bellied, or is he's black, and black snake, and he's the only one that actually stands up like this and stands in the middle of the path and just gets ready to strike. So that's the only one I actually sort of run from. Others like brown snakes, although they're very venomous and you don't want to mess with them, as long as you stay out of their nesting ground and don't corner them, you tend to be fine. You just run the other way or make a lot of noise, and just head in the opposite direction, keep watching where it is. Generally I say back away. And make a loud noise, and if you make a loud noise, then congratulations, you are a perfectly healthy Homo sapien. I have had a kitten named Joe. I'm sorry, I just missed a bunch of questions there. I was getting caught up in snakes. I had a kitten named Joey because he jumped a lot, but we had to give my kittens away. Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry, Gavin. It's, I have a friend who loves her dog, so much. She grew up with him. They just celebrated Gloria's 15th birthday today. I think Teen Titans Go isn't that bad. Yeah, it's certainly not my cup of tea, but some people like it, obviously. Just a gamer, so yeah, I can get that. From Peter, I myself made many videos, and I made about over 200 videos, and I really feel better when you make videos because you help inspire me among others. Well, thank you, Peter, and good on you for making your own video too, Sometimes, even if only 5 people see it, what matters is you've expressed yourself. No one will ever read my novel. I made the crappiest novel in the world. It's basically a Matrix ripoff when I was 15. But I felt better for doing it. I learned a lot doing it. So, never stop yourself from doing a video on the process. And I just ran into a spider web. Yeah. Fortunately, it wasn't Mr. Skinny Legs. He'd mess with me. F, are we paying respects to someone? Peter or Peter Griffin? Peter Griffin any day. I really don't get me started. I dislike Peter so much. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go on that. Strider, if you like anime, and if yes, which is your favorite? I don't have a favorite, but similar to Robin, I quite like Cowboy Bebop. I don't think like Spike that much. Never really a character that appealed to me. I like Lupin the Third as well. That was another of my old favorites. Some of the movies like Castle of Cagliostro. There's a lot of really good Lupin movies. The character I think is really cool. PlayStation or Xbox? I'm going to go PlayStation because I never really played much of Xbox except to play Munch's Odyssey and Shenmue 2. Can you do a video of your top 10 favorite shows? Oh, that'd be a tough list, Gavin Hill, because I haven't watched much traditional TV in a long while. Sitcom-wise, one I used to watch a lot of is Community, but that got pretty lousy by season 3. I mean, after season 3, it kind of went downhill. What's the worst creepypasta you have ever read? Says Super Disney fan. I love creepypastas, and I love reading them even more. I've always wanted to kind of do a side system of doing creepypastas and worst creepypastas on the side. I mean, SpongeBob did okay, so, I think it sounds like it's something you guys wouldn't mind too much. So I wouldn't mind doing some more in the future. Favorite Disney original, if you have one? Well, I'll tell you one I don't like. I just watch a Disney Plus original. Oh no, that isn't an original, because I watched the Lizzie McGuire movie. Wow, that was really bad. Anyway, I'm so sorry, guys. Actually, I'll just quickly, I'm just going to turn out for a second to a very quick text because I've got a friend. Sorry about that, guys. I actually better finish up because it's starting to get dark, but thank you so much for everyone tuning in. I'm wishing everyone the best of mental health at the moment, I'm gonna just see if I can stay on a bit longer, if I can text my location to my friend. Oh, great. Oh, okay. All right, well,